I told Joe we should have came yesterday to get the groceries because this is Labor Day weekend and everybody gonna be out here. Some people are doing their barbecues today. My Aunt Lita's having a barbecue. The whole family is there again. She lived too far away from me though, or else I would have gone. She's a good hour and a half away from me. Joe talking that he gonna go around, right? And I knew that's not in his nature to go around nowhere, to beat that line right there. It's like, move, get out the way. You guys were blocking everything. I'm like, well, how did he even put his mouth to tell that lie? You know you weren't going around nowhere. When I got in the comment, like, let me see if he's gonna go around, but I know my man. All right, remember we're going to what the place name over here? Lowe's. But anyway, after Joanne? Okay, past Joanne, okay. So what I'm doing, guys, is taking pictures of like the grain of this to see if Joshua can use anything for the background. I like this reddish one, burgundy or whatever this is. I like this. I took a lot of this. So let's go to this stone wall. See if we could take some shots of the stone wall. I don't think this will work, but we're already here, so let's do it.
Okay.
So I got a lot of shots. Let's see what Joshua can use. Yeah, I need the avocado for do that breakfast shot, Joe. I don't understand what you just said. You said we were going to go then not go? Is that what?
Eh?
You said we're not going to go?
Yeah.
Food for this.
No, like, let's get it. Go.
Okay, so how am I going to get my avocado?
We're going afterward. But you want to go? Is okay?
Yeah, you go. I think I will end up having to go with Joe to Food for Less because I need a few things that I know Joe will forget to pick up, like Roma tomatoes. I need that for this one thing that I'm going to do for a photo shoot. I think I can get 3 pictures done today. So 2 yesterday, 3 today, that's 5. Then only 3 more should be left, boo. Yes, I'm going through this book fast. I want to finish because after I put it together and I send it in, it's still going to take another 4 or 5 weeks for them to send it back. So time is of the essence right now. So anyways, I woke up this morning to John McCain's funeral services on the TV. Well, on my phone first, then on the TV. I don't mind that they're celebrating John McCain for these past 4 days. I just wish that they had not made the time conflict with Aretha's funeral yesterday because I kept having to go on my phone to find it in a live feed somewhere because they kept taking it off of MSNBC to, you know, cut back and forth to John McCain's services that they were doing for him at the Capitol yesterday. So I woke up to Meghan McCain reading her eulogy. 18 minutes. I thought my mom's eulogy was long because I wrote it 5.5 minutes, because normally for Belize people the eulogies are like 1.5 minutes, right? 5.5 minutes for me, 18 minutes for her. Well, she did hit a lot of good points. I'm gonna give her props. Even though I don't like her, I'm gonna give her props. And I like the part when she said John McCain's America doesn't need to make America great again because it was always great. It was never not great or something like that. I might have butchered it. I loved it. That was like a shade at 45, you know. I just hope that when she goes back to the View, she doesn't go back and start kissing Trump's butt, because she does that. Even when they're bashing her dad and her family, she's still sticking up for him. Why? Because he's supposedly Republican. And I say supposedly because I think Trump is whatever it is that's going to get him money. If being Democratic gets him money, he'll be a Democrat. If being independent gets him money, he'll be independent. Trump is just a narcissist that's all about himself and about money. So yeah, I was happy to see my President Obama, speaking so eloquently today. And even George W., he did a great job too. I mean, both of these guys ran against McCain and won. And even when Bush ran, the campaigning was nasty for the primaries, and they were throwing shade at McCain's adopted daughter, saying that he had it outside of his marriage or whatever, had her. I never fell for that. I don't fall for these lies people tell anyways. But they say Bush didn't do it, that it was the Swift Boat people behind him. The Swift Boat people were the evangelicals. Just like they're here for Trump, That's what they do. I always remember when Mike Murdoch, when he came the other day and I went to his function, he talked about how Michael Cohen called him and said, we're looking to lose these 3 states, what do we do? And he told them what to do. Now, these pastors are not supposed to be involved in politics, right? Because they'll tell you, oh, don't get involved in politics, just lean on God and pray to God and just leave it in God's hands. Like, God don't come down off the cross and vote. You know, man set up the structure of voting and democracy and republic and yada yada, and you're supposed to get off your butt and go vote. I mean, a lot of people died so that we can vote. I'm so happy that I can vote now. The first time that I was able to vote was 2009, and they didn't have any primaries or anything at that time, no elections at that time, because Obama got in 08. He got in like around the beginning part of November, and I swore in November 21st, 08. So it was 2010 before I really went and voted for anything. And I'm so glad that I can vote now, and I don't take it lightly. And I send everybody to go vote. We home, guys. Let me go put away these groceries.
What she got already?
Work. She has to go to work for 1. What time is it now? I have all types of bags because my baby knows how to sew. Look, this bag goes with the skirt. See? And the shirt mommy made me.
Oh, the other one.
The other one? Oh, we never did show this off, huh, babe? It's just like this, but it's bigger. Right? See much bigger? I love my bags. That lady looking at us like if we were blocking her parking or something, and there was no parking there. So we came to Walmart because I need to find a prop for one of my dishes. I might not find it, but I have a clear-cut idea as to what I want. Morning.
Have a good one.
Straight to the pots and pans, Daddy. I think that might be a problem. Might be wasting my $5 on this. Trying to use this little pot to do a photo shoot with a soup, but see, it's glossy. You know what I mean, Joe? It's glossy. That's the problem. Can you see it? Okay. I would have to come this far away from the pot and then zoom in, and zoom in pictures never look as good as coming right on the thing like this. I might have to walk away from this one. Yeah. They only check people that don't have a bag, right? You could still steal if you have a bag. And if you're walking out with the thing in your hand, there's a less likely chance that you're stealing, because I don't know too many people that would be that brazen. It is Sunday, September the 2nd. Where is the time going, guys? It just seems like it was just yesterday that Mario came to the house with his TV crew, and 2018 was supposed to be different for me, but it's not. It has not been different. I'm like, come on, when is this change gonna happen though? And it's not for me lack of trying. Y'all know I've been hitting it hard with the guerrilla marketing. Let me get in the car. So came to Walmart to try to buy a pot to put a soup in for the soup category. I thought I would be able to get away with 8 photos for 8 categories, but it doesn't seem like I'll be able to do it. I think I'm gonna have to have 10 or 11 pictures, because from what I was watching on their little instructional video for Morris cookbooks, it seems like they're saying that every chapter / category has to have a divider if you're gonna go with the dividers. So I have about 11 categories, because I have yeast breads and quick breads. Quick breads mean that the breads don't use any yeast, and I like to break the categories down like that, because I don't want you guys to feel like every time you open the bread category of, or the bread chapter of my book, that you're gonna be stuck waiting with, you know, having to proof bread, having to have the yeast rise. No, some things that I make does not involve any kind of yeast, like powder bun. I put that on the quick breads because powder bun is kind of like a bread, right, Joe? I don't have a cookie category in my book, so that's why I can't put powder bun on a cookie, because if I had cookies I would put it there. So powder bun, Johnny cake, flour tortilla, fried jack, those are quick breads. So I'm gonna have to have a picture for that category for quick breads. And then I was trying to rope in the cakes, frostings, pies. That's one chapter. And I have another chapter on puddings. I was trying to rope 2 of those together to get one photo shoot for it, but I might have to get a different one for the puddings. So that's okay. I could just go make a quick little bread pudding, and I could just go make some Johnny cake or something to break it up. But yeah, I'm glad I watched the video, because they're like, if you're doing custom, you're gonna have to make sure that each one that you put goes with each category that you have. I'm like, oh God, why? So I was looking for a little pot, because I wanted to leave the soup in a little pot, but the inside of the pot has to be white, and that pot's really, really pretty, but I'm gonna have a hard time, you know, not showing the red outside, and it's gonna flash back at me. You're gonna see me in the picture. Even if I go far away, it's gonna be awful. I've been there, done that. That's why I don't like to do things in stainless steel. And I have to be very careful with like black coffee and stuff like that too, because it has like a mirror effect. Yeah, so why buy that pretty pot for the red outside, right, Joe, when all I can do is go from above and take the white inside? That doesn't make any sense. I might as well just use a white bowl. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, going with the camera and looking through the camera to see how things look, because sometimes your eyes see it differently than the camera. So today I'm going to do a show, and whatever we make for the show, we're going to do a photo shoot on that. And then I'm going to do a photo shoot on the bread pudding. I want to do a photo shoot on something else, but that something else might not happen today, because I've noticed that I'm stretching myself very thin when I do 2 a day. But at 2 a day, I'm still getting it done though, right, Joe? I have 4 done already. I'll get 2 more done today. That's 6. So I think by Wednesday, I should be done with all these photo shoots. And that's when I have to buy my ISBN barcode, and I have to also copyright the book. Wednesday. Why is it when you come inside, you have to walk around and check out your surrounding and just all around act cuckoos? Huh? Winnie Boo. Winnie Boo, I'm talking to you. What is Grandpa doing? What grandpas do. You're resting it. Oh, look at the baby. Look at the baby. She's like, what's wrong, Grandpa?
I hurt my eye. Onion burn up my eyes.
And she's like, oh, did you leave me any onion? All she want to do is eat. She just left.
Onion burn up my blue eyes.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Your belly to show. Where's my stand?
So what I'm in my house?
So what, you're in your house? Me, did I tell you nothing? Joshua, so for this one with the beef and okra, I want the okra to be the starring thing, okay. But in my mind's eye, I see it like this, where I'm holding it like this, and then the shot comes in on the thing and you just get like a piece of my face. Now, if that piece of my face is ugly, we're scrapping that.
You guys don't know it, but mom is her own worst enemy when it comes to photos. Every photo, I look good. I look good. Okay, this is the way I look at it. If I'm out there working in the industry and I have like a show on TV, or if I'm doing contributor, the thing that I want to do, I'm at their whim. You know, so the cameraman is going to take whatever angle they tell him to take from the control booth. And if I look bad, oh well. If I look fat, oh well. You know, and so I can't control that. But in this here house, I can control exactly the shot that I want and the way that I want to look, all right? I'm 52 years old. A lot of these young girls that are vlogging, they're in their 20s. Some of them are like 22, 21, 20. They can afford to have the thing right up on them like this and smile big. I smile big, you're gonna see some crow's feet. Let's see. Yeah, I had some trouble with my camera this morning. Every time I mess around with the setting to do still photography, it messes around with the setting for videography, and I don't think I like the way the first half of this video that I'm doing came out, because it looks more like sepia. I don't know if I can control anything in the editing program. It might look good when I start editing, but whatever. I think I fixed it now. I think I look the correct coloring, you know.
So I'm doing 2 photo shoots today. I think I told you guys that earlier. I'm gonna do a bread pudding and I'm doing stew beef and okra. And tomorrow I gotta do 2 more. And I gotta figure out which 2 I'm gonna do. But I gotta get it done. I wanna be done by Wednesday. So Joshua, that's when you have to be done with the front of the book cover by Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's when I'm gonna look to heaven. From whence cometh my help. That's what the Bible says. Look to heaven from whence cometh your help. I caught you eating that bread pudding. I like the bottom part. It's bad for us, yeah. We just stood here and kind of ate the scraps. This is what I did for the photo shoot. Let me tell you, that was stressful. This is my little setup here, guys, and I don't have no thing to rig my camera above and tether it to no computer and all this mess. I pretty much got to stay here and stay steady with my hand. Put all these little backgrounds. Sometimes I put this thing up here to just block the wall or block the light, block something. This one, I just look, the curtain is stiff enough that I could just hold it up there. And then I have to ask Joe or Joshua to come help me hold the reflector, right? The white one. There's somebody dirty up this side. The white one. Just hold it right here for me. And every time I turn on, they ain't gone. If Joshua's not in the bathroom, this one's sitting over here. So I just kind of put it on the chair right here. And then I sit over here. They say like shoot against the sun. I can't shoot against the sun. It doesn't come out good. It come out dark. So I'm shooting this way. So the light comes in through this curtain as a filter. And then it reflects off of this. And I'm like, kai, 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 kai. I turn it like this. Kai, 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 kai. So I got to go put back my condensed milk because that was a prop to drizzle. And then what I'm going to do is tidy up the house because I have to make a cake. For somebody. Not for the show, for somebody.
Make a cake now?
Yes, I have to make a cake now. Yeah, Daddy, you know, eat kimono. ¿Qué tal, papá?